Hey guys, welcome back. Let me flip you around here. I'm gonna give you just kind of a flash forward here on the Lowboy. But I wanted to mention something I needed to insert into the beginning of this video that I've already recorded. On the last video where we cleaned the Lowboy up with the Super Clean, Super Clean had sent me that stuff to try. And so after I had posted the video, sent them the link, they reached back out to me a couple days ago. I've been traveling a little bit, but they reached out and they asked if I would be interested in doing a giveaway on my channel. So I was like, sure, that's awesome. So that's why I want to insert it. I'm just going to use this next video and I'm going to put it in. If you want a chance to win some super clean products, just comment on this video. You don't have to just say hi or comment about the Lowboy, anything. If you comment, you'll be registered. You'll be entered to win the super clean stuff. So only thing I do is after I pick a winner, I send them your information so they can ship it to you, and they're going to ship it directly to you. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this new video, and like I said, lots more on the Lowboy coming. I'm working on the steering right now, and we're going to get that sorted out. And this thing's going back together now. Getting all the pieces ready, getting them cleaned up. Those are still yet to be done, but putting this thing back together. And I think it's going to look pretty good. It's not going to be like show quality, or it's not going to be like it's brand new. But the main thing is getting the metal clean and painted so it's protected. And just making this thing run like new again. So we're back on the Lowboy steering issue, and this was the steering box. This is the steering box off my parts tractor. I just took the cover off here, so just to catch you up to speed. Essentially, this shaft is damaged on that tractor over there. So, but I talked about the welding on the box to repair it. This one is like even crazier. It's all welded in, kind of gusseted right there. That'd be a lot of cutting to get that out, and then to put it back. What I'm saying is, let me show you how I took this off. So essentially what I did here was I took the side cover off. The thing was packed full of grease. There's little steel balls falling out. Apparently it was a bearing has come apart in there. This box is just, it's needs work. So what happens though, if you take this cap here off the end, that's got the little fitting on it so that you can grease it. Obviously that was done, but you take that out and then you twist this and you turn the arm far enough, it'll come out. It kind of releases from that gear that this worm gear is riding on here. So I'm going to take this out. We're going to get it cleaned up, and then we're going to do the same for the other. Take that out, get that box all cleaned up. There's really not much to these. Since it's just greased, it doesn't have like hydraulic assist or anything like that. There's really not much to leak in these. So at least we're lucky there. Alright, on the Cub Lo-boy today, we just kind of had the camera shut off, just disassembling. Nothing too exciting, nothing really worth recording. Camera knows I was going to show you this. I don't really know if this is considered splitting the tractor, but after I'm going to take the final drive out at here, in the last video when we cleaned this up, it did a really good job on, the parts I could get to, but after I kind of started getting everything out of the way and getting in here, this thing was still really nasty, especially up in there. There's rats have packed stuff in there. I want to get all that out. So the only way to do that and get this final drive unit thoroughly cleaned up, can make it easier to check the brakes and all that stuff, is just pull it out. I have a feeling the previous owner was already into this thing before. Got a weird washer thing going on right here, and both of these bolts, this thing's held on, so there's 2 bolts up in the front that go this way or this way through a cross member into the front of it, and then there's 5 bolts, or is it 4? 4 bolts back here. Both this, actually I guess it's just mainly just the 2. I don't guess these others. Well, that's weird. This is kind of the same way as the other one. It's got this plate on this side. But anyway, like on this side, it's got these 2 bolts. Both of these bolts right here have been broken off in there. So one of them is, let me show you. This is what they should look like. This is one of them, broken off. And this is the other one, broken off in there. Those 2 are broke. Those were okay. One of the ones underneath is broke too. One of the big ones that goes in sideways is broke. So I think what I'm going to do is actually just switch. I've got the other drive unit sitting right over there. So I think what we'll do is we'll just get that one. It's already all cleaned up. I cleaned it up before when I took it out of the other tractor. It works fine. I have tested it. Shifts fine. This one seems to shift fine too. I don't know why they got into it before, but obviously somebody's been into it by breaking those bolts off. The bolts, every other bolt was fairly loose. I mean, really didn't put up much of a fight. So with that, I think we'll go ahead and we'll just pull this one out and we'll get that other one in here. It's going to cut down some time, so I don't have to worry about cleaning this. I do need to get the frame underneath there. It's really bad. And but I think we'll be back to putting this thing back together very quickly. So you can see right there, my bolts sheared off. That's kind of one of the important ones. We only have 2 of them there. It's a big bolt, but that would kind of take some pulling and some torsional force too, so definitely want both of those to be there. That's been broken for a while. That wasn't fresh. Oddly, the bolt was in there. That's what's kind of weird. So here is, I got the drive unit from the parts tractor, the one that was sitting over there. Got it over here, drug it over here. This thing is just crazy heavy, but washed it up. There's the old one. You can see it's pretty greasy. Just kind of covered all over. So this one really appears to be sealed up good. Looks like an axle seal was leaking on this side at some point. Both brakes do work. This has a newer clutch. It's in better condition, so just way better to go with that. Look at all this stuff I got out of the frame rail underneath there. It's a good thing we're getting in here because you can kind of see this metal starting to feel the effects of having that stuff just piled up in there and getting wet and rained on, and so it's going to be a pretty fun little tractor. I think I test painted, kind of did a test with some paint that I found. sprayed this because I just wanted to see what it's going to look like. I kind of prepped the front half of the frame, wire wheeled it and such. I think it's going to look good. It's a good motivator too, just to see, kind of gives you an idea what the whole thing's going to look like when it's done. All right, so got the this is the bad steering shaft out. Had to lift the front of the tractor up a bit to drop it out the bottom, but it worked fine. This one too had some balls that fell out. A bunch of them were in that bottom cap, but there's, you can actually see there is a bit of a bearing assembly there, and there's still, it's missing some of the ball bearings, but there's a bearing assembly here. So this one at least came out a little bit more intact, so I'm able to see, you know, where we're supposed to have a bearing. One here, one at the bottom, and there's a seal right here that's still in the housing over there. So we'll get this one. This one's kind of, it's got some, the shaft is boogered a bit. I'll have to get that one cleaned up to see if it's the same way, but I don't think it's in a spot that's going to matter. But we'll see. I'm going to see if I can find these bearings. These bearings are available, and get this put back together and back in. As you can see right now, we don't have a way to steer. So we get those parts. Once they come in, we'll pick up right here, putting this thing back together. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.